Hello, hi, and welcome back to the Strategic Magic Podcast. I'm your host, Blue, and I'm a business astrology consultant here to help you use astrology so that you can start, grow, and scale your online business. In this episode, we're going to be talking about one of the most common questions that I get from my clients, which is what do you do when you outgrow your signature offer? So in this episode, we're going to be breaking down what that process actually looks like and the steps that you can take in order to align your signature offer back to you and your business. So if you're curious about what this looks like, then keep listening. A big reason why I wanted to make this episode is because it's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that when you are outgrowing your signature offer or you feel like it's no longer aligned with you, the only solution is to burn it to the ground. That couldn't be further from the truth. And the reality is that when you are at a certain level in your business and you're already an established business owner, you've been doing this for a while and you have a signature offer that you are consistently selling and that is bringing in revenue and that has worked in the past, the last thing that you really want to do is to burn it to the ground. When you do this, when you burn your offer to the ground and completely shut the doors and make it no longer available, then you're forcing yourself to start from zero. I see so many business owners do this and showcasing that there's this emotional connection to being a beginner and starting from the ground up that feels really comfortable and safe for you. But when you're already an established business owner and your signature offer is working, the last thing that you want to do is burn it to the ground because you stop that momentum from continuing. You cut off your growth and your business's potential to grow. And also you stop your own capacity to step into your true identity as a business owner. So I really want to show a little bit of tough love right now and take the option of starting from zero and burning your offer to the ground off the table. Instead, when you can no longer burn your offer to the ground, what options are truly available for you in order to continue to grow and scale? That's what this episode is going to be breaking down. The very first thing that we want to do is audit where your signature offer actually is. So what is your signature offer? What is the thing that you are helping your clients to solve? And what is the structure of that offer? Is it one-on-one work? Is it done for you, done with you? Is it DIY? All of the nitty-gritty details of what actually goes into your signature offer and what's included in it really is the starting point for this process. Once you have identified what your signature offer is, then we can go through the process of auditing it. So are there specific challenges that you're encountering within your signature offer? Are there certain bottlenecks in your business? So maybe the challenge that you're experiencing and why you feel like you've outgrown your signature offer is the literal structure. Perhaps it is the process and the framework just no longer aligns with what you feel connected to and what your best work actually is as a business owner. So maybe what needs to shift is not the entirety of the signature offer, but elevating the actual delivery and the promise of the program. The other aspect to it is perhaps the structure of your signature offer just isn't working for you. Maybe when you first established the signature offer, you committed to a specific cadence of availability, but now that that offer has grown and scaled, maybe it just doesn't require you to be as present in the same ways to support your clients in getting those specific outcomes. Also, maybe the program promise and the delivery of the program actually is still working, but certain systems and processes need to be tweaked in order to help maintain your increased capacity. Maybe there are more clients that are trying to work with you inside of the signature offer, and you don't know how to evolve the program from one state to another. So it's really important to take stock of what your signature offer actually is and also to audit where the actual challenge is coming from. Once you're able to do this in a way that is not based on your emotion and just feeling like, you know what, I just simply don't want to do this anymore, there's so much room for you to take back your power as an online business owner. And that's really where you want to be. So let's go through this process and evaluate what the solutions could look like when you're at this particular stage. If your program promise needs to be elevated, and I really want to encourage you to think about your signature offer in stages of evolution. You are allowed to change and shift your signature offer as needed. In fact, I really want to encourage you to do so. So instead of burning it to the ground, perhaps this is a big sign that your signature offer needs to step into its next iteration. All signature offers go through this process, and it's actually quite normal when it comes to even DIY programs. So things like evergreen or static courses, or programs where clients aren't getting necessarily one-on-one or direct feedback from you. There still needs to be some sort of process that you follow in order to update the curriculum, to make tweaks and necessary changes, and just improve it for both the user experience and the growth and the capacity of your program. Because your ability to help your clients solve problems, these change with the more experience that you have. So really taking stock of if your signature offer needs to be making these changes, if your signature offer needs to evolve, then what does that actually look like? Taking some space to consider what the next evolution or iteration of your signature offer needs to look like to address the change in your program promise. So maybe your signature offer started off with supporting clients with problem A, but really as you've moved through this process and you're finding that the clients that are attracted to it want to get your support with solution B. So creating space and updating your process, your framework to be more so tailored to solution B while maintaining the resources for solution A can be part of your process and how you evolve your signature offer. This is actually a really exciting sign as well. So if you find that you're in this space and that this is the particular roadblock and challenge that you're experiencing with your signature offer, this is something that you should be excited about because it shows and proves that your process and framework works and that you are now experiencing the beautiful challenge of evolving your progress and your capacity as an online service provider and helping your clients get better results. I personally love when my clients bring me more questions and more challenges, different ways that I can use my process, my frameworks, and my concepts in order to help them get bigger and better results. The other thing that I also want to emphasize here is if you find that your audience within your signature offer is moving towards solution B, right? This also doesn't mean that you need to abandon solution A completely. So this can look like having static resources within your signature offer that still help your clients to solve problem or solution A, right? But maybe the focus of how you market and promote the program promise is focused now on problem B because this is what your program has evolved into. So really taking that into consideration. The other aspect that you want to consider when you think that you've outgrown your signature offer is considering if the structure and the support of the program is what needs to be updated and evolved. This can look like considering the actual technologies and platforms that you prioritize to help you deliver on the program. What are you actually using? And does this still help you to maintain the quality of the solution that you provide within your signature offer? And also, does this need to be updated and evolve? Perhaps your signature offer needs to evolve from one type of offer to another, and that also requires you to take stock of the programs and the technologies and the specific support that you use to deliver on the signature offer. So for example, let's say that your signature offer was once a standalone course, like your clients did not have direct access to you. They just got your process and your framework in a very standalone way. So instead, you can evolve your signature offer from being a DIY course into a live group program. And what would be required from that? It would require you to now take that course curriculum and shift it to something that would be best supported in a group capacity, in a live group experience. So what would be required in order to do that? Now you need to take into consideration that you don't just need somewhere to host the files, but you also need to have some sort of capacity to meet regularly with your clients, to have a community space where they can gather, they can ask their questions, they can give that feedback and get support from each other. Also, how do you foster a group experience that is supportive for everyone within that space? What are all the things that are required for that? You want to take that into consideration when it comes to evolving your signature offer from one version to another. Ultimately, figuring out what to do after you've outgrown your signature offer really comes down to you stepping into your identity as a business owner, making decisions based on the success and sustainability of your business long term. So it will require you to get a little bit uncomfortable to confront the challenges and the shortcomings of your signature offer, making decisions based on the growth for your business and not just your desire for comfort. So even if you feel like you've outgrown your signature offer, it is important to continue to align it and refine it based on what it is that you are truly doing within your business and how you can best align it. It's so important to get a reminder of what it is that you do best when you're at this stage. So revisiting your birth chart and specifically your second house and second house energy can be really helpful for you to get a refresh on what your best work is, what are your most monetizable skills, and what are the solutions that you can provide best to your clients. You may be surprised at the inspiration that you get from revisiting this part of your chart and bringing astrology into the space to get a refresh for your signature offer. Ultimately, when you outgrow your signature offer, this is a really exciting time and marks a really powerful pivot within your business. And so you have a really important decision to make when it comes to continuing to grow and scale your business. If you choose to burn your signature offer to the ground and start from zero, you effectively end all potential for growth and scalability for your business. But when you make the decision to continue to commit to your signature offer and instead use your energy to refine it, to improve on the existing work, this allows you to have an even more powerful signature offer. You're creating space to take the specific work that you have done and continue to evolve it over time to better fit both what your clients are needing in order to get the solution for their problems, but also your own capacity as a business owner, your ability to solve problems effectively in your business, and ultimately make decisions for the betterment and the growth of your business overall. That's how you make aligned decisions within your business and ultimately create a business that is sustainable and successful for years to come. If you want even more support in pivoting and adjusting your signature when you have outgrown it, then I want to invite you to work with me inside of my private astrologer program. This is my one-on-one consulting program for online service providers where we use your birth chart specifically to help you grow and scale your business. The link to learn more about private astrologer as well as to book your sales call can be found in the description show notes below, so definitely make sure you check that out. I can't wait to work with you inside of private astrologer and to see you in the next episode.